Will the U.S. continue to be a leading global energy producer? The new State of American Energy report outlines how energy policies will benefit consumers and grow the economy. Louis Finkel, Executive Vice President of the American Petroleum Institute, joins us now to share results of this report and why energy issues should be on the minds of voters in 2016. Louis, good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
So can you speak to our state of Florida and talk a little bit about why this impact of the energy industry is here in our state? How does it affect us here locally?
Well, Stephanie, what we've seen over the last 10 years is truly a renaissance in American energy, where our country has gone from a period of scarcity to a period of abundance. And that has really flipped the script for American consumers. That we went from importing 60% of our oil from places like the Middle East to really getting it down to about 20%, which is really for a blend of oil here in the United States. And what this has done is this increased production in the United States, both in oil and natural gas, has created downward pressure on pricing, which is benefiting consumers. And as it relates to natural gas, it's become a dominant fuel in our electric generation, which has driven down carbon emissions and improved our environment.
Now, that being said, why should energy issues be on the mind of voters in 2016? Why is this important?
Well, Stephanie, our oil and natural gas industry is a huge driver for the economy. It's a huge piece of our gross domestic product. And more importantly, it's putting money back in the pockets of consumers. The average American consumer is saving $700 a year now because of the low gasoline prices, and $1,200 a year because of decreased costs in natural gas because of hydraulic fracturing. So I think what we need to be thinking about as voters and as consumers is that policy matters. And the right blend of policy from our elected officials is really what's going to allow us to continue to grow this pro-growth, pro-energy agenda, or if we're going to take a step backwards because of gross regulatory constraint and policies that draw away from this American energy renaissance.
And there's really a way to kind of help motivate people with this, too. It's the Vote for Energy campaign. What do people need to know about that?
Well, Stephanie, the Vote for Energy campaign is making sure that as consumers transition to being voters over the next 6 to 8 months, that they kind of think about those prices. They think about the benefits to our that our growth in the energy sector has provided them, and then translate that into evaluating candidates based on the policy positions they have on energy. And so the best resource for them to go to is our Vote for Energy website, which is voteforenergy.org. It'll really help them be a part of the discussion.
How important is it, especially for the younger generation out there, to kind of be in tune with what's going on?
Well, whether you're a first-time voter or you've been a part of the electorate for 20 or 30 years or more, for that matter, Stephanie, I think being a part of the discussion, being informed on policy matters is always critical. And in this election cycle, I mean, we have a fundamental choice here. Are we going to continue to grow our economy on the back of a strong energy platform? Or are we going to take a step back from that, increased cost from consumers, and result in economic degrowth and job losses?
And again, if you could give us that website as we close here where we can learn more about this, the results, and that Vote for Energy campaign.
Sure, Stephanie. It's voteforenergy.org.
Louis, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Stephanie. Appreciate your time.
We're going to have more on this segment posted online. It's easy. All you got to do is go to fox4morningblend.com.
Speaking of online, we always love hearing from our Morning Blend viewers, so be sure to connect with us through our social media sites as well. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Come check us out and say hello.